I think you're a little bit confused about your role in life here. I think you're a little bit confused. You see, Booker, you're going to get to go to WrestleMania, but you see, the fact is, Booker, somebody like you doesn't get to be a world champion.
First question in the second row to your on the right side, Paul.
TJ Legacy, Soapbox Run the Ropes. There's been some reports leading up to Bad Blood regarding the representation of black male wrestlers within WWE. They haven't been on a PLE in the last 3 cards. There was no black male wrestlers on the Bad Blood card. How do you gauge between making sure that there's representation and making sure that there are wrestlers that get opportunities that are deserved?
I see everybody gets the opportunity. Like if I don't see the difference in anybody, I don't see the color, I don't see the nationality, I don't see any of it. I just see talent. I don't see the difference between men and women. I see talent. We tell stories with those talent, how they can handle those stories and how they can represent those stories and how we can bring those stories forward. So, I don't keep track of any of that. I do what's relevant and what is best in the best in storytelling and what's being delivered the best, and then that's what goes. No different than the men and the women who main events, whatever the biggest stories are. That's where we go.
Next question here on the left third row.
The Rock has called out Triple H for saying he doesn't see race and saying he only sees talent and storytelling and doesn't keep track of things like that. According to a tweet by Dave Meltzer, someone asked Triple H about the lack of black wrestlers in main event positions in the company. Triple H responded by saying that he doesn't see race and only focuses on talent and storytelling. This comment has sparked controversy, with some people accusing Triple H of being dismissive of the issue of racial representation in wrestling. Some fans think Triple H is being sincere and that he genuinely doesn't consider race when making decisions about wrestlers. They think he's focused on creating compelling storylines and showcasing the most talented performers, regardless of their background. They believe his intentions are good and that he's committed to creating a diverse and inclusive wrestling environment. Other fans think it's not possible to ignore race when making decisions, especially in a business like wrestling. They think it's important to understand that black wrestlers might have a harder time getting opportunities because of how things are in society. They think Triple H needs to pay more attention to these issues and do something to make things better. Some fans think this situation shows how important it is for wrestling to have a mix of people from different backgrounds. They think that seeing more black wrestlers in important matches would be inspiring for young people and show that anyone can succeed, no matter their race. They hope that the company will try harder to give black wrestlers more chances. And now, The Rock has reacted to Triple H's comment. In a comment underneath a post about it, he said, "Whilst I don't judge anyone who is ignorant to these issues, I think it's important for people to listen to people's nuanced experiences and learn from them instead of defecting and denying." The Rock seems to be suggesting that while Triple H might not be intentionally dismissive of racial issues, it's important for him to be open to learning and understanding the experiences of others. One fan said, "I appreciate The Rock's thoughtful response. He's not attacking Triple H, but encouraging him to be more informed and compassionate. It's a good reminder that we all have a responsibility to educate ourselves and create a more inclusive world." Another fan said, "The Rock is just virtue signaling. He doesn't really care about these issues. He's just trying to make himself look good by criticizing Triple H."
It's not really a touchy subject. Let's be realistic, guys. Only racist people are the broke people. If you're a businessman, if you're a person of business, then you can't possibly be racist because you have to sell a product to anybody willing to give you their money. And when it comes to that, then it comes to what sells. All right? In corporate America has an image that it wants to see. So Triple H is catering to the corporate American world. And that happens to be racist, guys. That happens to be racist. It happens to be colorist. It happens to be classist. and all of those, it is what it is, guys. See, now the problem comes in that y'all don't understand, right? These companies don't want to change the norm. They do not want to ripple the waters, guys. That's what it's about. Because if they go rippling the waters and start to change that societal norm, they can end up like Diddy or Vince. Now, who's to say that Vince is in his position the way he in right now because he put black men over and he left them on top for a very long time. Look at the Bobby Lashley's in this world. Those are all Vince guys. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know that situation with Diddy. Yeah, we laugh about the baby oil, but none of us talk about how that man sued that liquor company and everybody knew about these lusty parties, but it was only until he tried to have ownership and he tried to own something, guys. So Triple H, he get a lot of heat and he get a lot of flack because Triple H comments that he made in that Booker T feud. And that's the reason why a lot of people always want to associate Triple H to racism, because Triple H exposed corporate America and how corporate America see black people. Yeah, he might not see black people like that, but he knows, like how most of us black people should know, what corporate America knows and what corporate America like to see. You see, even with us, when we make deals with corporate America, we got to stick to the deal we made with corporate America. Now, when we get fancy and we go start helping the people of color and corporate America ain't tell us to do that, they'll remove us. They will remove us, guys. They no longer want to work with us now. This is when the accusations start coming up. You start to see women come up out of nowhere talking about you did something to them. That's when the wheels get set in motion. So pay attention, guys. It's always deeper than what it appears. But let's listen to the promo that Triple H had that set everything off for him. It still did not age well, guys. And this is what we talk about when we talk about this racism in pro wrestling. So no, the black guys are not complaining. They're not cool. It's not fun to have your intelligence played with when you're spending your money just like everybody else on a product. All right, let's get to that.
I think you're a little bit confused about your role in life here. I think you're a little bit confused. You see, Booker, you're going to get to go to WrestleMania, but you see, the fact is, Booker, somebody like you doesn't get to be a world champion. You see, people like you don't deserve it. That's reserved for people like me. See, Book, that's where the confusion is. Your confusion is, see, you're not here to be a competitor. You're here to be an entertainer. That's what you do. You entertain people. Hell, you entertain me all the time. Go ahead, Book. Why don't you entertain? Go ahead. Do a little dance for me, Book. Dance? Go ahead. Give me one of those spinneroonies. Come on, Book, dance. Entertain me. That's your job. Don't be embarrassed. Come on, Book. That's what you do. You're here to make people like me laugh.
He's not laughing. More shooting.
You know it. That's your role. Your job is to make people like me laugh, and you're very good at it. With your nappy hair and your suckers Hell, I was laughing all week long after you won that 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal. I laughed my ass off thinking about you challenging me for the World Heavyweight Championship.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.